Hey guys, so we're going to continue today now with expanding of the brackets. And remember I said that we'll be looking at the subtraction component of this aspect of algebra. So to begin, let's start with a very simple question. Let's say we have minus 2, then in bracket we have w plus 5. Now similar to what you went through yesterday, whatever is outside is going to multiply what is inside the bracket. So what we have is minus 2 times w. We're going to put plus minus 2 times 5. Or I'm going to start saying negative interchangeably with minus going forward. So from this here, let's work the first part. Notice that our variable is w, and with no number in front, the number is going to be 1. So let's do here negative 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2. As we have a negative operation happening, this is going to be negative 2. So to just outline something to you, negative times a positive is a negative. Positive times a negative is negative. Also, negative times negative is equal to positive, and of course positive times positive is equal to positive. So if we look here, we have negative 2 times positive 1, therefore our answer is negative 2. And then we have negative 2 times 5, 2 times 5 is 10, and negative and positive is negative. Now notice we have these two operations happening here, and like I outlined in the previous video, these are treated as a multiplication. Therefore, the answer is negative 2w minus 10. Okay, so now into the next question. So in the next question, we have negative 3 times 2c plus 7. So in this one here, what we actually will have is negative 3 times 2c plus, remember again, we're always using addition sign before we actually move on to the next part. We have negative 3 times 7. So this is equal. Notice in the first part our variable is c. And what we have here is negative 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Negative and positive is negative. So here we're going to have negative 6. Then in the next part here, let's maintain our addition sign. Negative 3 times 7 is 3 times 7 is 21. Negative and positive is a negative. So notice here again, what we have is negative 6c minus 21. So pay attention to how the pattern you're looking at right now. When you have a negative and a positive, you're going to have a negative. So always pay attention to that little bit of information. So moving on to the next one now. Let's say we have negative 10, and then in bracket, y minus 2. So as before, we follow the exact same pattern. We have negative 10 times y. Here's our addition sign. Then we have negative 10 times negative 2. So our variable for the first part is y, and we just put back the negative 10, because of course negative 10 times 1 is negative 10. And then we have here our plus sign. And remember, as I said earlier on, a negative times a negative is positive. So what we have is minus 10 times minus 2, which is 20. So this is going to give me positive 20. Of course, negative and negative, so it's just going to return back as 20. So the answer is negative 10y plus 20. So let's look at another one like this. Let's say we have the negative 5 in bracket. Let's do 3a. Sorry, let's put a negative here as well. So negative 3a minus 7w. So in this case, we're going to have negative 5 times negative 3a plus negative 5 times a negative 7w. So notice our variable here is going to be a, and we have negative 5 times negative 3. Remember, a negative times a negative is positive. So 5 times 3 is 15. So here we have 15. Put our addition sign. Our variable in this case is w. A negative 5 times negative 7 is 7 times 5, 35. So it's 35. Giving us the answer to be 15a plus 35w. Now there's a few more questions we'll be working with. So what I want for you to try and do now going forward is to just take your time, and before you actually answer these questions, you solve them on your own. Sorry, before I work them, you just pause the video and then you just work them on your own. So let's say here we have minus or negative 5x, open bracket. Let's say we have here is 2x plus 6y. So we're going to have negative 5x times 2x. Then, maintain our positives, our addition sign, negative 5x plus 6y. So notice here we have x and x. So here we're going to have x. Let's look at it from this point of view again as usual, with no power here. The powers for these x's would be 1. So this is 1 plus 1. Then let's look at the numbers now. Negative 5 times 2, negative and positive is negative. 5 times 2 is 10. So negative 10x, and we have x1 plus 1 plus what we have here. Notice this is x and this is y. So we can't add these powers, we're just going to write back the variables. Then we have 5 and 6, so negative 5 times 6 is going to be 30. Negative and positive is negative, so negative 30 xy, giving us our final answer of minus 10x. 1 plus 1 is 2, so x squared. And like we notice here, positive and negative means we're going to have a negative 30xy. Now this video is a little bit shorter than the other one, but what we're actually going to do now is you're going to actually work on this website. So this website, which will be in the link I will be having placed in the classroom, has approximately, I believe, 58 questions. Now what I would like for you to do is first make sure you have your calculator to work with your negative and positive multiplications. Let me just zoom in so you could see a little bit more closer. So notice here we start off with working on negative and positives. Notice you have brackets as well. So you'll work these questions out on your calculator and you just enter your answers. So here I did one very simple one where it says complete the multiplication tables below and use your answers to expand the brackets below each table. So what I actually, if you look here, we have 4, and then you see multiplication, x and 2. So 4 and x is 4x, 4 and 2 is 8. So generally here, what you would actually have is 4x plus 8, and you just would tap check. So let's look at another one. Here we have 5 times x, and then we have 5 times negative 7. So 5 times x is 5x, 5 times negative 7, 5 times 7 is 35, and we have a negative there, so it's going to be negative 35, and we check there. So meaning our answer is 5x minus 35. So once you're finished all of the questions, what I want you to do is to send me a screenshot in WhatsApp wherein I see exactly how much you have. So this is going to be your activity for today. You're to, of course, look at the video, and when you complete the video, you move on to this link and you answer all of the questions that are there. Once you are finished, you are then going to send me the screenshot of your overall score. So I hope this video has found you well, and do enjoy the remainder of your day.